Tell me, what's your thoughts, Will, on the game between India and New Zealand, the World Test Championship? Who's going to win?
India. Number one.
India's number one?
Yeah.
I think, mate, New Zealand.
India.
New Zealand will win. And the reason I believe that is they've got better swing bowlers.
I'd have to say India.
New Zealand.
India's man, Rishabh Pant, comes out and just goes bang, bang, bang and wins the game for them. So they've got some match winners in that team.
I think New Zealand will win due to the home ground advantage.
New Zealand.
I'm going to go with India. I like the way the Indians play cricket.
Right.
Especially that Rishabh Pant. He's a very big fan of Rishabh Pant.
Hi, it's Norman Kochnick here for Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. We're doing a collaboration once again with Sree Harsha Cricket, and I've also been joined this time by Rabbitohs Radio or Rabbitohs Podcast on Rabbitohs TV. We're doing a number of videos on the streets of Coogee. Come with me and we'll see what we get from the people on the streets of Coogee about the World Test Championship. Hi, it's Norman Kochnick here yet again on Coogee Bay Road, trying to get people to talk to us about the World Test Championship between India and New Zealand, which is coming up on June 18th. They're in Southampton in England. So India versus New Zealand. I'm going to ask some general questions about the World Test Championship and about how they look at that game. In fact, as we know, there's been a few changes to the match, but it'll be very interesting. I've got a gentleman just coming past now. Hi there, what's your name?
Steve Mavin.
Steve Mavin, nice to meet you, Steve. I'll get you hold that.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
All right, so we might get you to just come back in camera a bit there. There we go. All right, now the question I've got for you, Steve. Now you look like you're a rugby league supporter. Are you a rugby league supporter?
Yes, the mighty South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Oh, really?
None other than.
Oh, yeah. Now, before we get on to rugby league, let's talk about cricket. There's a World Test Championship coming up.
Yes, I know, yep.
You know that?
Yeah, I do.
On June 18th, do you really? Okay, fantastic. Have you been following the cricket, have you?
I have, yes, and this is the first time they're having the World Test Championship, so it's unlucky the Aussies didn't make it, but I believe it's India and are playing New Zealand.
Correct, very much correct.
Yes.
And that's going to be in England, as you know, in Southampton, down south.
Yeah.
Did you play any football at all?
I did play. I played for the Rabbitohs back in the day. Yeah, I played 100 first grade for Rabbitohs and the Bulldogs.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow,
there
fantastic.
You go. You know now.
I know now. Did you play in England at all as well?
I did. I played over in England. I played second division over there.
Right.
And it was a great time over there. We went around to a few of the grounds over there. So I don't think I went to. It's at Southampton, this big game you're talking about. I don't think I went there, but yeah, it's a magic place over there. I'd love to go back. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, let's go back to that game. June 18th, a 5-day test match, the first ICC World Test Championship final between India and New Zealand. As you said, Australia missed out, which is unfortunate.
They did.
Who's going to win, India or New Zealand? Tell me now.
I can't go past India because having watched the test series over in January when the Aussies got beaten by India in that famous game at the Gabba where we'd never lost, and your man, India's man, Rishabh Pant, comes out and just goes bang, bang, bang and wins the game for them. So they've got some match winners in that team. Pant is a superstar on the rise. He's a bit like Adam Gilchrist back in the day, wicket-keeper batsman.
Right.
So, yeah, I can't go past India because they're cricket mad in the subcontinent. They love their cricket, and the Kiwis have got a good side. It should be a good game, but if I had to take one, I'd say India.
All right. So, in other words, you're saying India will win the World Test Championship. You're giving good reasons why. New Zealand might have a chance with the bowlers, but you're saying India will actually win favour. That's good to see. Some more support for India. This is Norman Kochnick and Eyes on Cricket. Thank you very much, Steve.
Thank you.
We might see more of Steve in the future, I think, as well.
Hope so.
Yeah. How are you, Jackson?
I'm good.
All right, so let me get your point of view. Who's going to win between India and New Zealand in the World Test Championship?
It's hard to go past the Indians.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the way they performed over here, and they got a good young team and plenty of depth. So love their side. That's what they've got at the moment.
Perfect. So, okay, tell me more about why. You give me a good starting point. What other reasons? Who do you pick out as being the important players?
I really love the way Rishabh Pant batted for them in their tour of Australia, and obviously they've got Virat and a couple of others and some serious bowlers coming through as well. They were nearly broken, and they managed to find a way to beat us on our home soil. So love the way they performed, and newfound respect for the Indian side.
And that's a typical theme, this newfound respect for the Indian side. I'm really impressed, Jackson, because to me, you're right, the likes of Rishabh Pant and, of course, Virat Kohli, and even Washington Sundar, another guy that came...
Sundar, he was massive.
Wasn't he massive,
Yeah, he was massive. He was with bat and ball, so, yeah, he was a good player.
Yeah. Amazing, even though Jackson goes to Broncos, he knows his cricket stuff, he knows about India, but go to the Rabbitohs, by the way. And you've taken Adam Reynolds, which I'm not happy about at all.
Thank you very much, boys.
Well,
big time.
We say in football, in actually movie terms or TV terms, we say break a leg. Well, we're going to actually break Adam's leg before he leaves, okay? So there you go. Adam's going to win the conference this year in 2021. 2022, he's going to go down and further down, and he'll tank it. He'll get sent off for something silly early in the season. He'll do his knee in. Then you'll have Burgess laughing in the background. It's all going to happen, guys. Reynolds is only going to play well this season.
I wish horribly upon him. He's a South junior. Wish him the best. Come on.
When he finishes his 3 years worth of raking in a lot of money, what he'll do then is he'll hot-tail it straight back to Redfern. I bet you he doesn't sell his Redfern property. I bet you $10. He's not going to buy one of the burbs of Brisbane. I can just
deal with the Bronx afterwards.
Fat chance of Reynolds being involved in any coaching role with the Broncos. I can tell you that much. He'll be on the first Jetstar flight right back to Sydney, and he will actually be there, ready to play for South again, and win the next premiership after they win this year. Be a 3-year hiatus where Brisbane will be low down, and with other Brisbane team are coming in, the Brisbane Girlies or something. What's the other team called? Brisbane Punces or something. But you'll have two Brisbane sides. Reynolds will play badly, and he'll come back and he'll play well in the fourth season. Stay tuned, guys. This is Norman Kochnick. I'm doubling up for Rabbitohs Radio at the moment, but Broncos, I'm sorry, you've locked out big time. Thanks, Jason.
See you guys.
Start out, mate. Hi, my name's Norman. Your name?
Geoff.
Hi, Geoff. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Cathy and Geoff here are both on the local streets here at Coogee. We're going to ask them about who's going to win the World Test Championship between India and New Zealand. Who do you think, Geoff?
New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yep.
What about yourself, Kate?
New Zealand.
Both New Zealand,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Are you New Zealanders?
No.
Okay. Aussies, okay.
Yeah.
Why are you picking New Zealand?
Oh, they're better cricketers.
They're better cricketers, do you think?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
They're playing in England. Is that also a part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, both of you. I really enjoyed having you here. Thanks for, and we'll be talking about it. Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. There we've got another voter, two voters for New Zealand. All right, this is Norman Kochnick. I'm picking a person randomly out of a car. What's your name, guys? Dave? Who's going to win between India and New Zealand in the World Test Championship? New Zealand? Why? Because you're a Kiwi. Fancy me getting Davis and Sons metal roofing from, and they're New Zealanders. My God, haven't you got enough jobs back in New Zealand? What are you doing here? You're born here, right? You're New Zealand. So New Zealand's going to win the World Test Championship? What was your names again? Jags and Mick. Okay, watch Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. Go Eyes on Cricket with Norman, you'll get me on YouTube. All right, guys, that's a randomness of that. How about that? It was not bad at all. Thanks, guys. Hi, it's Norman Kochnick here from Eyes on Cricket. We have a gentleman here who's from the Richmond AFL side, is that right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Samson Ryan.
Samson Ryan. The Samson Ryan plays, as you can see, he's very tall. Might get you to come back a yard or two. All right. So, Samson, the World Test Championship's happening between India and New Zealand on June 18th. It's a 5-day test match. Yeah. Who's going to win, India or New Zealand?
It's a really tough one at the moment. I think.
Come be closer to the camera.
Right. Depends on whose batting side bats best, pretty much. I think top four of each team, like obviously India, you've got Kohli, Mahane, and Pujara. New Zealand, Taylor, Williamson, Latham as well. Whoever is able to score the most runs out of those sort of two pairs will probably win the test match, I think.
Well, Samson's sitting on the fence a little bit here. He's not giving us a true winner here. India or New Zealand?
It's played in England, isn't it?
Yeah, it's played in England.
It's played in England. So
yes.
That's another thing you got to think about. I think because it's played in England, I'm going to back New Zealand. Just because of their bowlers. Obviously, Southey and Bolt. They're starting tonight against England, which would be another ripping game.
Exactly.
So, but I think with Southey and Bolt, just over in those English conditions, it's just a bit of I'm leaning towards New Zealand because of that.
Okay, so Samson's leaning towards New Zealand. How tall are you, by the way?
6'9".
6'9". I'm actually 7'1", but I'm on my knees here at the moment, guys. So no, it's not true. I'm barely 6 foot, but here Samson's 6'9". And what position do you play for Richmond?
In the ruck at the moment.
In the ruck?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All the best. Can I shake your hand, or you can?
Yeah, I'll
Okay, all right.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hi, this is Norman Kochnick yet again on Coogee Bay Road here in front of Gusto Coffee Shop, one of the best coffee shops in Coogee. I'm here asking questions about the World Test Championship between India and New Zealand coming up on June 18th. And we're going to ask here a lovely man called Greg, or it's Greg Norman. That sounds like a golfer to me, doesn't it, Greg?
Yeah.
How are you, Greg?
Nice
to meet you.
What's your swing like?
Now, Greg, that accent, you're in Australia, but I'm detecting a Pommy accent there. Is that right?
Manchester. I've been here 20 years. No inclination to go back. So, yeah, I live in Old Trafford. I was there when someone threw a can of VB at Shane Warne.
You were there when someone threw a can of VB at Shane Warne.
And he caught it.
Oh, there you go. Well, he must have been thirsty, and it must have been. All right, now, so, Greg, I'm going to ask you about the World Test Championship again between India and New Zealand down in Southampton, AGS Bowl.
Yeah.
Who's going to win and why?
New Zealand will win. And the reason I believe that is they've got better swing bowlers, and the pitches in England, the wickets in England, they help swing bowlers out. Plus, they've just got a better side in total, and I think India just twitched too much.
Okay, interesting. Could be a good omen for India. Everybody's going for New Zealand. You never know. The fact is, New Zealand, of course, are playing 2 Test matches up there as well against your old team.
Yeah, so that'll be a close call as well. We only just got them last time, so I'm sure they're going to be out for a bit of revenge. But I'm pretty certain we'll give them a tough game. We'll give them a tough game.
All right, so Greg here has said that also that New Zealand will win the World Test Championship against India on June 18th. And of course, the reasons why, again, the home conditions, which very much are like New Zealand, and the bowlers have good swing bowlers. Let's see if he's right. Norman Kochnick here from Eyes on Cricket. Excuse me, sir, what's your name?
Darren Brown.
Darren Brown?
Yes.
Is that really your name, Darren Brown?
Certainly
is. It is, right, okay, fine, I'm just making sure, because people often don't say their real name on television.
Okay, yeah, no, I've got nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide, okay. No. So, Darren, I'm talking about cricket here. I can see you've got a South Sydney top on, which is local to Coogee. What about cricket? Do you like cricket?
Oh, I like cricket, yeah. I follow the Indian Premier League, and I follow all the international cricket.
Oh, right. So there's a World Test Championship coming, the ICC World Test Championship on June 18th.
In the UK.
In the UK,
Southampton,
exactly. Exactly, Southampton. And the 2 teams are India and New Zealand.
That's correct.
I'm going to get your tip, Darren, as to who's going to win that inaugural World Test Championship.
Oh, look, I think New Zealand are going to be hard to beat. They're playing a Test series, I think, tonight. I think they're kicking off.
They are.
Yeah,
they're playing England tonight.
They're playing the England team, and look, they're going to be hard to beat. But I'm going to go with India. I like the way the Indians play cricket, and,
right?
Especially that Rishabh Pant. He's a very big fan of Rishabh Pant.
Did you see him out here in Australia when he played earlier in the year?
I did, yes. He absolutely destroyed the Aussies with his Adam Gilchrist type batting.
Right.
And he's a wicket keeper himself.
Fantastic. So do you follow the IPL as well?
I do, yeah, the Delhi Capitals.
Very good, very, very good. So Delhi Capitals, Rishabh Pant and India. So another Indian supporter. It's kind of balancing ledger between India and New Zealand now. So thank you very much, Darren. Really appreciate your help.
And don't forget the mighty South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Okay, we're going to mention the Rabbitohs. I mean, it's my favourite side too, of course. South Sydney Rabbitohs, they are also in the top 4 at the moment, and they look good for the win this season. In fact, we've had a bunch of the New South Wales players playing in the state of origin, and some of them are actually from South, aren't they? Like Latrell Mitchell was there as well, I think.
Cameron Murray, Damien Cook. Yeah, so we've got a big contingent. Campbell Graham, and Keon Kalamatangi. So this is one of the most famous brands in the world, the South Sydney Rabbitohs. You'll see this brand all over the world.
And that's what I hope the Indians will also take note of. If you need a rugby league team, we're going to make sure that you get enough information on Eyes on Cricket about the South Sydney Rabbitohs. That lovely rabbit there. Rabbitohs.
Yeah, the Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs.
Yeah, but follow that rabbit.
Yeah, but follow that rabbit. But what do Rabbitohs do?
The Rabbitohs win.
They win, that's for sure, but they actually kill rabbits, by the way, just to let you know. Rabbitohs actually kill rabbits, but we are the rabbits, so make sure that we talk more about it. Well, I'll get you on more shows in the future. It's been great to have a chat to you today.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you, Norman.
Thank you too, Darren. He looks quite good, doesn't he, for his age? He's looking very good indeed. So this is Norman Kochnick here from Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. You can see my branding there. And the lovely Darren here has been fantastic. He's going for India. So let's see who wins in the World Test Championship. Speak soon, guys. And India and New Zealand are playing. Who do you pick?
India.
India. Why? Why are you picking India?
Well, as much as I love New Zealand and they are sort of an extension of Australia, I just feel like the last time India played, they just played so well, but I just feel like they're getting better with each year, and given that the relations between Australia and India are just so strong, and I just love India. It's one of my favourite countries, and India's going through a really hard time at the moment, and our hearts go out to them, and I just think they deserve the win and they need a lift in their spirits.
That's a wonderful comment, Siobhan. I really, really appreciate that. That's what my sentiments exactly. Wasn't wonderful to have Siobhan here? Great comment. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks so much.
My pleasure. This is Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick.
G'day, it's Rabbitohs 757 Steve Mavin here with Norman from Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick. How are you, buddy?
Nice to see you, Steve. Nice to see you indeed.
Yes, and we're collaborating our YouTube channels. Now, Norman's got 14,000 subscribers on his Eyes on Cricket, but we are yet to reach 1,000, and that's why we're talking to you now. We want you to follow us to help us grow. So please subscribe and also hit that notifications button. And we're going to collaborate with this gentleman who has a huge following across Australia and the subcontinent.
And I must say, Steve, I love what you guys have done for some time, actually. And to me, you've had Alan Jones, you've had various rugby league greats. They all love your show. Ray Martin. To me, it's worthy of many more subscribers. So make sure you spend the time logging in, subscribing, and also hit the notification button and get onto his channel. Of their channel. In fact, Darren Brown and Steve May both on the Rabbitohs radio podcast. It's an amazing channel indeed.
Thanks for that. Now, Rabbitohs TV is born, but we want to expand it, and you can help us do that by subscribing, setting that notification button, and also sharing, liking and commenting on all our videos. Thanks for joining us on Rabbitohs TV.
So here we have both Darren and Steve. They're flanking two lovely people, Siobhan and Jason. Both mad Rabbitohs supporters, and they love good old Madge Maguire from 2014. Yeah. And more importantly, Siobhan also goes for India to beat New Zealand in the World Test Championship. Yeah. And your dog, hello there.
His name's Shy.
Shy. Who are you? Shy. Who are you going for? Go the Blues. Oh yes, he's going to Blues. All right, thanks guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.